got a couple World Music Awards. Down the line, I've worked with Shaggy, Bojo, Beanie Man, Elephant Man. I know what it feels like, to come very close to losing my life. Yo, listen to me straight up. This is the best interview that I ever had.
Yes, my people. The man who shell down Hollywood Park every time him perform in LA. The place mash up. On today's episode of Reasoning with Jamaican Dougz, we have no other than Mr. Daniel Cacho, the Prince of Belize, Mr. Tornado himself, the one and only LOVA boy. God pick me. What a gone.
Yo, listen to me. After that intro, I look for Ronan on the stage right now. It's like, I need you to come introduce me at these shows. Boy. Yes, I love. It is love, for real. Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Cacho. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me. I really respect this program, and I'm really excited to be a part of it. Definitely, yes.
So, before we go any deeper into Reasoning with Jamaican Dougz, let's start with the name, LOVA boy. Your parents' name, your Daniel Cacho.
Yes,
how did
yes.
we end up with the name change, LOVA boy?
I have a middle name to it, right? You got to put, it's LOVA boy. That's the middle name.
that's the boy you explain the part of how you get the middle name.
All right, wait, where I start from? The name or the middle name? Anywhere where I go, let's go. Yeah.
And the middle name I want, the LOVA brrrr. Because we know your parents are Daniel, so how we come up with it?
Listen, well, let's start from the LOVA boy, right? So, back in a primary school, or for the people who know it as elementary school, or, school before high school. You get the sense?
Yes, we know primary school, because we come
from
Jamaica.
Good.
So
all right, good. All right, good. So back in a primary school, I was one of you that described me as like the best of the best and the worst of the worst. So I always come either first or second in the class, but I'm always in trouble, same way. You understand me?
Yes.
So I got that name because I was writing letter, I used to write letter to the females in the class and, set up everything. So the teacher catch me one day and take up the paper and read it in front of the class, a big love letter in front of the whole class. And one of my friends said, "Oi, LOVA boy." And that was it.
Right.
That was it. That
Mr.
was it.
Casanova.
Nowhere to go on. Yeah, real.
Yeah, man.
And then, boom, now fast forward many years later, the career going. And the part is because at different times in your career, you feel like you're up against different things. Sometimes I feel like, okay, I'm cruising. And sometimes I feel like war, like you have to fight for your spot. So the came when I feel like I had to come out bossing lyrics, bossing hit records, bossing my performance. And I just said, let me just add it so they could feel that ratatata.
The real energy and the power.
Yes, sir. Definitely, man.
So, Mr. Prince of Belize, you're one of the most recognized names in Belize entertainment.
Yes, sir.
Tell the audience some of your accomplishment as an artist now.
Belize is a country that is very young in terms of the global musical space. You understand me? So if you're comparing it to, let's say, Jamaican music, we're relatively unknown. That is the fact. That is the truth. You understand me? So given that fact, LOVA boy was able to be one of the artists who, for example, there has never been a Belizean artist to headline a concert where there is a relevant Jamaican artist, and I was able to do that. So that's one thing that's historic, you understand me? I would say, like I was invited to perform in Negril, Jamaica before. That hasn't happened for a Punta Rock artist. I feel weird me saying them, but, I do want the audience to know. I've been able to represent Belizean music in festivals worldwide, like world festivals. Been able to do that. Got a couple World Music Awards, Central American Music Awards, things of that nature. You understand me? But my biggest accomplishment to date is my ability to be a single father while still remaining relevant in the musical space. That's my biggest accomplishment. Yes.
Well, that is a huge accomplishment. I'm telling you, my brother. You're a farmer. Deal you have with Def Jam. How did that come about? So let's start there.
Okay, well, I used to write poetry, you understand me? I was a troubled teen, so I joined the poetry group while I was incarcerated as a youth. And they take me up and we, got published in some book and we're touring. And as a part of that tour, we did fundraisers. And some A&R came to the fundraiser and I tell them, look, I also have musical skills. I did my music for them, and that was it. They flew me out to Manhattan, and we had the meetings, and we were able to have a situation going on for a little while. Yes.
Yeah, man.
I apologize, but I must give credit to Al and Westlake Studios, who is still with me today. So Westlake Studios is one of the major studios in Hollywood. They were with me going to Def Jam so many years ago, and they stuck around until now. So yeah.
When you look at your genre of music, is predominantly Punta.
Yeah.
What is Punta and how you would describe your style of Punta?
First thing the audience must know is that there's two different things, right? Punta and Punta rock.
Yes.
So Punta is the older music. So it would be comparable to reggae, roots rock, reggae, or ska, bringing it down to the dancehall, which would be comparable to Punta rock. So Punta rock is where you add the rest of the instruments. So Punta only is drums and percussion only, right?
Yes.
Punta rock, whereby now we have the keyboard, it's a production, the keyboard, the guitar, you understand me? Punta rock is a music from the Garifuna people of Belize. Now, not just Belize, I want to make that clear. Garifuna people are everywhere, Guatemala, Honduras, different parts of the world, Nicaragua. But Punta rock came from Belize.
Yeah, St. Vincent.
Yes, exactly. So the Garifuna people migrated from St. Vincent to Belize. And so we ended up in the southernmost part of Belize, which is Dangriga, Punta Gorda. Those are the two, Stann Creek and Punta Gorda, two districts that we're from. The Punta rock music is just an expression of our journey as a culture, as a nation. You understand me? So it started off without even lyrics. It was just spiritual music. And then as time went by, they added lyrics. And fast forward many, many, many years later, here come Lover Boy, mixing it up and, making a fusion of it. And you ask me, how would I describe my style of Punta rock? I think my style would be a hybrid, right? Meaning it's kind of like all over the place, right? So it's chaotic, it makes sense, but it's full of chaos. That's what I would describe my style of Punta rock.
Just like all the way from the Caribbean, so we're
Yes.
crazy and chaotic, but
Exactly.
we understand ourselves. We get it.
Yeah, exactly.
We find peace in all the chaos that everybody else sees.
Yeah, I did want to add, just because this interview is very important to me, I want to add that, what Lover Boy is recognized for is the Punta rock artist, you would say that just does not do Punta rock and is able to jump to other genres and blend them up and do it successfully. So I'm not in by any means saying nobody attempts it. I'm saying that Lover Boy, thanks to the Most High, have been able to kind of have a hit record in multiple genres. So that would be my mark so far.
We know that Westlake Studios in Hollywood play a major part in your
Yes.
career, and it is a important studio in that it advises major people like Michael Jackson, Madonna, and Aaliyah. So tell me
Yes.
how that they come as a Punta rock hybrid artist.
Yeah.
Being signed to that label.
It's history because it's never been done. You understand
Yes.
me? It's undeniably history. Like we all know, who does it first, that doesn't mean they do it best. But hey, somebody have to do it first, right?
And who that
So-
start of the line?
All right, good. Look.
Ba-ba-ba-bum.
The Westlake Studios was where Def Jam took me initially to record.
Mm-hmm.
And Westlake just, took a liking to me. The CEO is my good brethren. And he just stuck with me since then. And I didn't have a deal with them for a long while until finally we, decided to make something happen. The reason why that's very important, man, is because seriously, any youth from anywhere could do anything whatsoever. You understand me? Remember, this was a relatively unknown type of music. Even though I do other things, I predominantly do Punta rock. And for this to be the case, anybody could do anything. You understand me? Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's touching and powerful in so many ways, and that lead me to the part of this where we want to talk about your journey into music and how did this little boy from Central American country named Belize make his way to fame in Hollywood.
My maternal grandmother was a Garifuna artist.
Wow, that's powerful. What's her name?
Elvira.
Okay.
So they call her Guribiwa.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, so as a youth, I was an abandoned child, right? I want to make it very clear that my mother became one of my best friends. But before that, I spoke with my mom, so I'm able to tell my truth, right? And not just my mom,
Yes.
my father as well. I was an abandoned child. So anybody that relates to that story know that you have this feeling of loss. You're lost. So all the while I'm doing good in school, I'm the kid that, get the highest grade and they're having awards, but nobody's there to collect these awards.
Aye.
So I had a knack for learning the songs on the radio as a little boy. I had no business knowing all the words, but I knew all the words for some reason. And that's where the music started. People would gather around and say, hey, sing this for me, I'll give you a shilling. Sing this, you know what I mean? And I recognize it as an outlet. I recognize it as a spot that I belong. I recognize it as my way of feeling special. And to this day, it does the same thing for me. You understand me? So I took that feeling and I just build upon that throughout the years. Build upon that. With all the distractions that came, I always came back to the music, you know, which built me. Yeah.
Gotcha. And how did that take you to Hollywood?
It really started when I was a youth and, you know, being incarcerated and joining the poetry group because I wrote that too. I've always been a creative individual, and I joined a group that was go around doing poetry, and they were connected to Hollywood. They had, you know, movie writers and different things, and I just fit right in.
All right. Now the dots are being connected. So
all right.
Tell me this. Who introduced you to music and how did you get hooked?
In my neighborhood in Griga, where I grew up, like I said, was an abandoned child. And the man who took me up, his name is Kenrick Slusher. So Kenrick Slusher, what me and him had in common, check this out. We were both lost. Here's the difference, right? I was lost because, you know, I had no parents. I was just that stray kid. So I would just be lonely. He was isolated because he got charged for a murder. You understand me? So nobody wanted to really deal with him. You know, back in those days, you know. But he was a cool guy to me. I never saw no problem with him. He just took a liking to me. He would take me to school, drop me off, and then he would just encourage me. And, you know, he would show me things, tell me you could write your own songs, you know, and he would encourage me to practice and things like that. So I have to salute him every day.
We all can see the flowers in our people and them can do the same by seeing it in you. So
real.
There it is.
Definitely.
So as a versatile entertainer, Punta music has not yet penetrated the mainstream market. Why have you still remained loyal to Punta?
I believe that it will happen. I believe that we're getting closer and closer. The artists and the industry is connecting now with our brothers and sisters in the Caribbean and in the Pan-African diaspora. And I believe that if you love something so much, you will stay connected and you do what you have to do. And I'm here to do my part. I'm here to do whatever I can to let the world know that, hey, we have something to say, we have something to offer. And guess what? Good music is good music. It don't matter. I know you find yourself listening to some Spanish song, you don't know what they're saying, but it just vibes in. You understand me?
Yeah, the one song that Bad Bunny have on the radio that play every 3 seconds.
Exactly.
I have no idea what it's saying.
Let me tell you something. I did some major concerts in Mexico, and trust me, I didn't understand them, they didn't understand me, but they singing along the lyric.
There we go.
And they move in their rhythm. And not just me, it was Junior Gang on that show. Mm-hmm. It was some other Jamaican artists. And music is a universal language, you understand me? So they love it. So I know if that is true, then it's just a matter of time for us to, you know, earn the spot that I feel like we rightfully, you know, deserve. We could earn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate that.
Every time.
You just mentioned Junior Gang and performance. So we know that you work with several other artists and perform alongside some of the reggae legends.
Yes.
Let's talk about some of the people you have worked with and has reggae influenced your career.
Well, my favorite artist of all time on any genre is Bojo.
Okay.
You know, when I say work with, share the stage with, and, you know, see how it go. And, you know what I mean? Down the line, I've worked with Shaggy, Bojo, Beanie Man, Elephant Man. The latest thing I did, he came and was a guest on my virtual show, was Anthony B. That's my good friend. So that was big for him to come and be a guest on my show, you know?
I just said that I see him in one of the video and I said, how did you get a cameo from Anthony B in the video?
Yes.
So you just clear that up by saying that you're a good friend?
Yes, that man is a legend, and I know you know that. I'm not giving you that information as something new. You know, real recognize real, and I genuinely could say that Anthony B is one of the most genuine human being and artist that I know. He saw the potential. Like when I'm telling him about the genre, he said, stop. I'd feel you, I know it already. I could see it in you. Let's go, let's work. You understand me?
Amazing.
And it was no complication to it, you know. I met him, of course, through my best friend, Shelly B. And that was it. We became good friends. I respect him a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Marshall Montano, too, on the soca side, worked with, and Patrice Roberts. And me and Mr. Killer just did a sold-out show in Belize, man. Me and him together. It was called Fluffy and Roly Poly, because my record is Fluffy and his record is Roly Poly.
Yeah, I know, Fluffy.
It was crazy, man. It was crazy. So I've you know, I've had the pleasure and the honor of working with a lot of great artists. Yes, definitely.
Yes, and that made me feel very proud and know that you put it in the work and
Yes, man.
The Belizean audience and the world at large are going to appreciate everything about Lover Boy soon.
Definitely.
As you said, you're a hybrid.
Yes, definitely.
In the music thing right now. So
Yes.
as a result of that, any artist or any genre that you haven't touched or artist where you look forward to collaborate with?
You know, for me, it doesn't really work like that because I am a hybrid artist. It's like anything. I just look forward to working. You understand me? I don't really have like, oh, I want this specific person or that specific person. I'm like, if the work feels right, if the vibes is right, I'm ready to go at any time. I just ready up.
True that. What are some of Lover Boy's projections for the next 10 years or so? How do you see yourself?
Well, for the next 10 years, God willing, I'm here performing, you understand me, building my brand and extending it to others. That's a major goal of mine, you know, to be in a position. I've done it before, but I want to be in a solid position to be able to pass on knowledge and watch the industry grow and have a contribution to other people's career. That's my major goal, you know. My son, Prince Jamani, as he is right now the president of Royal Family Entertainment, I want him to continue. I want to work for him. That's my goal, you know what I mean? I want him to sign the check, you know, and that it just work and get at least something. That's my goal, you know? Yes, definitely.
Definitely make him a boss so he can take care of that in the future.
Exactly. And just continue to make hit records. Our work outlives us in the physical, so we all leave, but I definitely want to create material that people could live by. I want to create records now that 10 years from now is just busting and you're wondering, thank God, like Tornado. I have a bunch of, every day people sending me, they're playing it, they're busting it. I want to continue to create records like those and even bigger.
Yep, that is amazing because music penetrate and concentrate for years to come.
Yes,
and
sir.
It's a legacy you're laying down now. And my grandchildren more likely will end up listening to some of your work. So continuing the good work, my brother. So,
God willing, man.
Absolutely.
Definitely, God willing.
All right, so let's reason about something major personally that occurred to you within 2018. So you face a lot of troubles.
Let's vibe.
And end up behind bars. No details required.
We could go as deep as you want to go, King. I am willing, I'm ready. However you want to do it, I'm ready.
Put things in perspective. You had a video with your attorney recently.
Yes.
Explaining a situation.
Yes, sir.
What you just clear up and
yes,
there was proven not guilty. Why was it important for you to put out that video with your attorney to clear up your name? So talk about that.
It was very important, very critical to have a press release to advise my loved ones, my fans, the community at large, that I was exonerated completely of heinous crimes. I spent 2 years of my life incarcerated fighting for my life to prove my innocence. I was facing 2 life sentences plus 20 or 32 years. So 2 life sentences. It started with 4, but end up fighting 2 life sentences plus 32 years. And this is life without parole for crimes that I did not and I will never commit, you know. And I understand fully that some people's mentality of if they're not so, they're nearly so, or where there's smoke, there's fire, and all those toxic things that we all grew up believing. But me now having been through this experience, realize that, you know what, it could really look like that and it's not that. You understand me? So it was very important for me to make it clear to my fans and to anybody that is willing to at least give me a listening ear and be fair towards me. It was very important for me to let them know that, listen, I definitely was innocent of these crimes and that I'm ready to get back to work. Yeah.
Now that you're proving that you're innocent and the world can see that you clear your name, tell me how this will go fuel your success in the future now.
Well, it did a great service to me in that I don't care no more. There's no such thing as shame. When you've been in there stripped naked by police and every humiliation, I've been humiliated to where there's no more you could do besides kill me. You understand me?
Yes.
And this is real talk. Like, it's no such thing as shame. It's nothing to do music. It's nothing to face people gossiping and rumors. And I face that every day. It's nothing. It makes me just live. I know what it feels like, you know, to come very close to losing my life. So now I want to live the fullest. I want to perform every show like it's my last show. I want to deliver every record like I'll never had another opportunity, because I know what it feels like to wake up today and by this afternoon you're facing the rest of your life in prison. So it definitely gave me an extra fire. I do everything now with a sense of urgency. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Anything wanna break you, make you stronger. And it
Yes,
definitely
sir.
sound like you're coming across stronger on the other side of this.
Yes.
So
No, if you don't mind me adding, I don't want to say it like it's easy. You understand me? I'm an artist that, like I said, I'm very open with whoever's willing to give me a listening ear and mess with my music. So it's very traumatic. I want to add this. I still wake up with nightmares and chills and still half crazy right now. Listen to me. I'll be the first one to tell you I'm not correct in the head. You understand me? Yo, it's real. I wake up nightmare. I wake up feeling like I'm still in there. There's still discrimination that I face, right? Because that's a stigma that I will have to live with for the rest of my life. Because there's people going to be thinking whatever they want to think. I'm still guilty. I'm this, I'm that. No, I have to live with that. There are people who, the security thing become a big deal for me now. You know what I mean? People are threatening my life. And so it's very, very difficult. But I'm alive and I'm free to be able to fight and fight through that.
Why that is tough to understand, say, this situation uproot your life in such a way that you need to increase your security.
Definitely.
And all of that. And there's no way for nobody to live. So
yes.
Hopefully this thing can go behind you and you continue going forward. Because most of us in this life always deserve a first and a second and a third chance. So hopefully this can be something that not hinder you for the rest of the career, and we can see more great things coming from you as an artist.
I want to just real quick interject. You said chance, right? For some people, the language is very, very interesting, right? So you could be found guilty even when you're innocent, right? That's a fact. A lot of people in prison right now who are innocent. But when we use language like chance, that's a guilty language. You understand me? What happened to me, I want to make this very clear. And this is not a very popular thing. People don't say this, but because it's really not popular to say. But what happened to me was devastating, and should never happen to anybody. I stand firm that false accusers should be in prison, because we who are falsely accused are left to explain ourselves and left to say that we got a second chance, when in actuality they almost destroyed our life. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Understood. None of us want to be unfairly and justly accused of anything, and I totally understand, so.
Yes, sir. Definitely. Yeah.
Let us channel that energy and follow the Prince of Belize.
Yes, sir.
And he's back from a brief pause from the scene with his brand new track, Take You Down.
6 o'clock in the morning. Hey.
Oi.
Yo, listen to me.
Yo, so Take You Down. What was the inspiration behind that track?
So I released 2 records before Take It Down. One was called Funeral, and it was my first record post-release. And there was so much killing in Belize, and I'm sure Jamaica and a lot of parts of the world. It was just getting to me. Listen, I had somebody that I knew who lost 2 of their kids who were 19 and 20 within 1 month. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
And so I released Funeral. Then I released a song called Work It Out. It was a love song that I love, the people love. But then my fans were telling me, no, we need that Lover Boy fire that we know. We need your song depressed. You understand me? So I'm for the people, and I listened to the people, and I said, wait. Hold on, I want to say I sung depressed. So I went to the studio and I said, just find a rhythm for me where it'll give me about 20 minutes. You get a sense? And I just kind of, went back to basics, and I, just did the record, man. We don't write it down or nothing. We just, it comes from the head. Yes, and the heart.
Pure energy, musical energy. Yeah, man. So let's think about the video for that song, Funeral. You mentioned earlier that Anthony B is a good virgin, so it makes sense that you can get your virgin for make a cameo in your video. So tell me about the link with Anthony B and how he become a part of the video, Funeral.
Well, I want to clear up this first. He is my good friend, but he is a legendary artist, and he's not just jumping in the video because I'm his good friend. That's not how this man works. And anybody that knows how this man, I did the lyrics for him. The record is what he liked. He liked the musical, he liked it sonically, and he liked my message. He liked what I was singing about in that record. Nothing with working with Anthony B is complicated for me because he's such a genuine human being. We were just there, we were vibing on it. And you know what? Guess what? I said, let's do it right now. I shot that video on my phone. So I shot Take It Down on my phone. And both these records went to #1 in Belize. So I'm just here working. Yeah.
Well, I can't say why I'm interested in it because I have a little quote from the song where I say, "Coughing again, me tired of buried dead. When will the killing end?"
Yes.
So them 2 lines there. So I can say how Anthony B is a man of that message from day one. So when you say him connect to the words,
exactly,
that makes sense for a song that powerful, because the message generally say to protect and make sure we save mankind.
Yeah, so the lyrics say, it's another funeral again. When we killing in, I miss my friend, and I tired of bury them. Mama balling again. Wanna she pick me dead? It's coughing again. We tired of bury them.
Ah, powerful words, my brother. Powerful words.
Yes, sir.
And not the note of music. You say you come back strong, but we have to touch back on the foundation of where Lover Boy stand on today. So over the last few years, you have produced songs such as Tornado and Sweet Belize.
Yes.
Why do you think these tracks were so loved by the fans?
Well, I think that the relatability, if we're talking about Sweet Belize is Sweet Belize been described as a national anthem. You understand me? And I actually did that over Egyptian Holy Rhythm.
Yeah, man, I know.
Yeah, driving to the studio to record a whole different track and the rhythm come on and I'm like, you know what? I like this. And I just scratched everything I was doing. There was people, if you remember, doing remixes to that record. And as a Belize, and I'm like, if I'm going to do this, it has to be different. It has to identify me and where I come from. And hence I come out with Sweet Belize. And the fans, thankfully, they connected to it, When I was doing Hollywood Carnival with Marshall Montano, he specifically requests, that record, for us to do. So it's a blessing,
Yeah, man, because you are the man with the walk around with the biggest flag of Belize waving.
Yo, I have to. It's like when you have something to prove, you have something to prove. So you know what? You joke, but it's true. It's like, it's either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it. That's how I am. If I'm going to take a flag up, I'm going to take the biggest flag up. You understand me?
We know say you're proud of Belize, and when Belizeans see you and the flag, them go wild.
So far, they love the music and we love representing our country. We do not take it lightly. We know that people don't owe us their time, their energy, their money, nothing. So when they give those things to us, we make the most of it every time. Definitely. So that was Sweet Belize. Tornado, once again, I made Tornado after I left Def Jam because Def Jam was telling me at the moment, does anybody know you where you come from, right? At the time, I had to say no. And so I said, I have to do a record, but it have to be different. And in comes the hybrid Tornado, which is my biggest record to date. I can't even start to explain what that record has done for my life. Yeah.
Yep, because based on that, you just touch upon it because when I watch the video, I say a masterclass of dancehall with soca.
Yes.
Because you touch upon most of the dance at the time, the Willie Bounce and the Dirty Wine and all of that incorporated. So
we can't deny. Yeah, go ahead. I apologize. Go ahead.
No. I consider it a dance anthem.
Yes, and thankfully it was. And that's back to the influence, I want to say this because we keep it real and we keep it raw. If you look at the Caribbean, right, and you compare it to high school, Jamaica would be the coolest person in the class. You understand me? So Jamaica is...
That's correct.
This is just facts. I'm a proud Belizean, but facts is facts.
Yes.
So Jamaica would be the coolest person in the class and influence, right? But at the same time, you don't want to be that person. I don't respect people who just straight up imitate and, you understand me? I am influenced by. So what I want my Caribbean people to do is be proud. So I take the influence and I do it my way.
And that is the truest statement me ever hear regarding what Jamaica is to the Caribbean and the cool kid in the class. The reference makes sense. It truly makes sense. Yeah, man.
It's a fact, and the influence is so strong. It's just, I don't respect when people, especially from, where I come from, just straight up just copy. I don't respect that, and I stand behind my words every time. You understand me? It's okay to be influenced. It's okay to be influenced. We all get influenced, and we take this and take that, but don't wear the man whole clothes. You understand me? Just say, yo, I like that shirt. Let me go get me one similar. Don't go buy the same shirt and dress up and stand up next to the man. You're going to look like a fool. You understand me? Real.
Yo, that's a good one.
Real.
All right, brother. So let's talk about Lover Boy, the person. Born in Den Gregor. So tell me about the memories as a youth. I grew up and born in a Den Gregor and raised in a Belize.
Well, Gregor, we have enough memories starting the music, making musical instruments from, the clim pan, any clim pan, the lad pan, then we use the broom it was music even back then, Going to school, like I said, the grades was good, the behavior was terrible. But we worked that out, Going to the sea, going to the river, So now that I've been to Jamaica, I realize it's the same thing. It's just the cousin on the other side.
Well, I just want you to understand that we the things that everything belong to we until we leave Jamaica and come and say like, hold on, man. Every other people from the Caribbean I see thing them do the same energy them does have a little different slant to the thing.
Exactly. So the memories is that climbing tree, jumping off tree into the sea. You understand me? Just selling anything we could sell.
A river.
Yo, listen to me. I'll tell you this, and God forgive me. The hustle started early. I remember realizing that, Belize is a tourist destination. I just didn't have no money as a little boy. And you know what I end up doing? I just pick up any rock, any stone, and tell a tourist this is a special rock because of this. Because of this and that, and this is where this rock come from, and boom, you understand me? When I look, man have soft drink to drink, man have, you know what I mean? Yeah. So those are some of them.
Well, but the thing where you pick up was special and it come from somewhere special.
Yeah, right, good.
You just tell your version of it.
I love that. I needed you in court, man. I needed you in court. Yo, for real. But I want to tell you one of my greatest memories. I was raised by my grandmother. My great-grandmother first.
Yes.
She passed on, and then my grandmother. You know when you got to that primary school age once again, when you want to look good? When you start really big? You understand me?
Yeah.
When you start really
fresh,
big? Yes. And then, so we were poor, very poor, and I barely had one uniform, right? And if I had one, I definitely only had one uniform. So I came to my grandmother and said, listen, I don't have no lunch. And I only wear one uniform over and over. And my grandmother, now as a grown man, I realized this is a female making it on her own. At that time, I don't realize it now. And my grandmother tells me, she say, boy, you have money all around you, just don't see it. I say, what? She tell me, climb the golden plum tree, peel the golden plum, wash off the golden plum, put some salt to it, cut it up, put it in a bag. You got money now. What's the moral of the story? It's all around you. You just have to be willing to go for it. You just have to be willing to peel it and do the work and dust it off and make it presentable and go get your money. That's one of the most valuable lessons I ever learned in my life.
Wow, that's powerful. So there's raw materials around us everywhere.
Yes.
We just have to take the dust and turn it into gold.
Yes, man. Everybody has potential. There's assets all around us. You know, where you think I shoot my son, Prince Jamani, who is right here, shoot my video right now. Guess what? We have a phone and we got the vibes. What else we need?
Just the will.
You don't know. Real. Yeah. We're going to make it in this life. We are making it in this life.
That is the truth, my brother, if there is any other truth.
Exactly.
When you're not working on your music, what other songs are you listening to at this time?
What we listen to, son?
We not even have iPad no more. What they on a phone? What they on Spotify?
Well, I listen to my son music, Prince Jamani. He's a hip-hop artist too. I listen to it. Well, to listen as a fan and to monetize it. Because, I'm raising a young black prince. And I have to make sure he's on the right track as best I could. I'm a man that listens to all kind of genres. So I believe this is well known. Maybe Jamaicans too, but a Belizean playlist is the craziest playlist. So I listen to I'll be playing a Adele. All of a sudden I'm playing a Selena. All of a sudden I'm playing a Tupac. You understand me? All of a sudden I'm playing a Bojo. That's how Belizean listen. We listen to the Whispers, old school music. Yo, it's all over the place.
Yeah, man, it's the same thing when I tell people. Said that's what dancehall create for all of us and music and a whole as a Jamaican and as a Caribbean people.
Yeah.
We start from country and go right back to every other genre, R&B, jazz, blues.
Yeah.
And that's why our palette is a little different from the rest of the world.
Yes, sir. I got a question for you. I know you're the interviewer, but I really want to ask you this, right? So, check this out. You know the influence of dancehall to hip-hop and vice versa, right?
Yes.
All right. So, what's his name? Cool Herc or whatever, the older hip-hop guy?
Yes, Cool Herc.
That he created, he bring hip-hop to America. Well, bring the Jamaican culture to, you understand me? It's kind of similar to, it's kind of similar to how rock and roll is originally a black music. And then now when we do rock and roll, it seems like we're doing a white music because of the marketing that they have done to build it up.
Yes.
So what do you feel about the influence of dancehall in terms of when it comes to hip-hop? Do you think it should have got more credit or is given the right credit or what?
When it comes to music on a whole, for our people in general, it is never given the credit where credit is due because it's a slippery slope. And like we talk about being the first. Me have friends in America who are journalists and me have to turn them on to say journalists in a hip-hop culture. Black people me I talk about and me have to tell them say hip hop come from Cool Herc and dance and Jamaica, and them like what? And then them go research that. And this way I talk about a heavy people who who have influence. So if you are asked if it's fear, it can be fear because what happens is that they don't teach true history
Right.
in this country
Right.
ever. So as a result of that, it is out of ignorance that people don't know. It's not that they don't want to know.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's the fact that information isn't given readily to the youth them. So like your son understand that, you know.
Yes.
Because he might come from a different generation of them want to know the truth, and their truth is different from me and you because we just used to get information and take it and run with it.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Them not process it like that.
Yes.
So that's why him have an idea say, alright, hip hop was cultivated through dancehall influence them call it, but what them I talk about with Cool Herc and the influence is that him come take a mic, take a track and talk over the rhythm.
Okay.
In a dancehall culture, how dance run was when an artist want boss and him go to the dance and I beg a DJ, a selector say, oh, I want to perform. When they make a 45 records, and you used to have the instrument on one side and the song on the other. So the selector would have say, when me flip the record and put on the track, you make sure say what you deliver go bust the crowd because if a one chance you get.
Yes.
So that was where talking upon an instrumental track for an artist to win over the crowd.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
If you not win over the crowd, a one shot you get in a brother.
Exactly. And that is exactly hip hop took that and ran with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then even when the DJ now, which is the selector,
Yes.
I tried change the pace of the dance, he would do the same thing by taking that record, flip it over, and just start talk on it and take the party in a one different direction. Either I must slow it up or I must speed, I must bring it down to another level of music.
Yeah.
So that's what Cool Herc learn in a full dance culture, and they take it and carry it to New York and they apply the same principle.
Yes.
And tell the youth them say, sing some verse, sing something over the track here.
Yes. And the rest is
And
history.
that becomes street music. Yeah, and that becomes street music. But when it come to credit, again, if you would go to school in America, and you don't learn that in a history, when you gonna learn it?
Real. Definitely. Definitely. I agree.
So I hope I answer the question for you, brother, man.
You did. Yo, listen to me straight up. This is the best interview that I ever had. This is it. This is the one.
Wow.
This is the one. Definitely, man.
Well, I'm glad for that. So you're a musician true and true. So if you weren't doing music, what other job would they have LOVA boy doing?
I can't see it, King. I try to listen to me. So I'll be real. Let me just expose myself. I'm a man that my best friend is a female, right? And my manager is a female. So I'm surrounded by a lot of female. Listen to me. They tell me, boy, give me that hammer. If they see me with anything in my hand, they think, if they see me with anything in my hand, I swear they take it from me. They feel like I'm going to break down the whole house. Or listen to me. Even when my son was a little bit, Jamani, all his toys I bought for him have to come ready-made. Or I stay right in at the store. You don't know this. I'll stay right in the store. Like when I bought your Christmas gift, if I have whatever for you, and it's put together, I stay right in the store till they put it together. I'll take it home. I can't put nothing. I can't do nothing, King. I can't do nothing, you know?
So you have to stare at the studio saying to mess up a finger.
This
then,
is
right?
life or death, you hear me? There's no surviving for me outside of music, so I better do this to the best of my ability. You understand me? I can't do nothing, man. When I was younger, I tried McDonald's. They fire me quick. I give away all the food. I give away all the food. You understand me? When they used to say, well, listen to me, they would say, oh, it's no more breakfast time. They have the breakfast right there. Just give it away.
Aye.
You know what I mean? So they fired me.
Music or nothing then, sir.
All right, good.
I get you.
Music or lose it, you know?
Yeah, aye.
There we go. So I choose music and music choose me, thankfully, you know?
So, now that you expose yourself,
Yes, sir.
For a further challenge you here, if you're going to redeem yourself with that
Talk
one.
to me.
So, as a Belizean,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
rice and beans is a staple food, so.
Yes.
What are your skill level in cooking?
Well, I could cook.
Aye.
You understand me? No, we're talking. I could cook.
Redeem yourself, my brother.
I could cook. I could make some, I could survive. I could definitely boil egg. You understand me? Mm-hmm. No, I can't. My son said no, I can't. No, listen.
Not the boss.
Listen
The
to
boss
me.
in true, yeah.
I could cook out some rice and beans. I made rice and beans, son. I make salad, potato salad, fried plantain. I make hudut. Hudut is a Garifuna food, the major Garifuna food. I could definitely make that. I could get by.
What you said the Garifuna food is?
Hudut.
Oh, okay. Tell me a little about that. Talk about the...
Hudut, if you ever heard of fufu, the African fufu, if you heard of that,
yes, I hear about
very
fufu, yes.
similar. So ours is better. They're going to crucify me for saying that. But mine tastes better to me. We just put the plantain in the what we call the mata, the thing, and we beat it. You understand me? We would call it a fish soup with the coconut milk. I guarantee you Jamaica has something like it because we all the same. It just called something else probably, you know?
Yes, no, I mean, more hear more about the hudut. What may I call it the right name?
Hey, Star, listen, you some hungry Star. So guys, this have you done on to the food.
you have to go run to.
Speaking of that, they got me on a nutrition thing right now, Star. All I eat is loan, no nice garbage, Star. Loan grass and thing like that, you know?
Yes.
They have me on this.
Yeah, man, that's good because I'm upon that the trainer for years now to make sure I'm not mess with.
Yeah.
Because the food's supposed to be a source of energy and most of the things about them about there I take over energy. So.
Yeah, but listen to me. I hear you, but I'm suffering right now, okay? I'm fresh in it. You know, so I don't want to talk about hudut no more because right now after this I have to eat an apple or some simple thing like that. You know,
you give up them kind of food if you know.
I give up them
on the
food because
side.
I have to get on the healthy side. I make a song called Fluffy, and the first time a girl said, "Why, LOVA, you fluffy too?" I was like, "Okay, that's it." I was like, "That's it."
That wasn't the intent.
Yeah, I was like, that's it. That song was for you, not for me. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. This will help you forget done some of the fluffiness there, so.
Yeah.
As a Punta artist,
yes,
dancing Punta requires a special technique. And as a technician, how would you describe the most important moves that must be done to be a great Punta dancer?
All right. Listen to me carefully. Two things. But I want you to listen to me carefully, the waist and the face. But hear me out first. Listen to me. Listen to me. You got to give me a chance.
Yes,
People
sir,
listen carefully. So the waist is any Caribbean, any African, that's just a skill. Just to listen to the tempo of the music and just wind up your waist and feel it. Where the face come in is the waist move better when the face just bend up and expressing it and just biting up you know what I mean? Every beat you feel it. You understand me? That's all it is, the waist and the face. You understand me?
The waist and the face, boy. I've never heard it explained that way, and I bet the audience are gonna appreciate that.
Yeah, yes,
yo,
real.
Now that you say that, I think somewhere along the line we talk to another artist.
Yes.
When named Marshall Montano, and I better you teach him how to do that thing there.
Yes.
The right and proper way. So tell me how that the experience go, cause him say him learn a thing or two about how the Punta thing works.
Yes. Well, Marshall Montano definitely is linked with Belize, and he has taken a liking to Belize, and you know, even worked with some Belizean artists so far. And he, you know, soca, come on, man, soca, dancehall, Punta is just a different tempo. You understand? It's just a different tempo. So dancehall would be the slowest version, and then soca a little bit faster, Punta rock is on speed. You understand me? That's it.
All right. Makes sense.
Yeah, you're winding the waist, you're feeling the drum. Same thing. You understand me?
Gotcha,
Yes,
brother.
yes, definitely.
I love how you break it down.
Real, definitely.
In terms of tempo where the music concerned.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man, so.
It's all in the waist.
All in the waist.
And
the face.
All right, good. Okay, good. You see, I set you up, you know. I wanted you to say the face part, you know.
I know that is what I'm trying to say. If I'm paying attention.
All right. So that's why I make sure I say the waist part so you respond to the face part. You understand me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
man.
Music is fun, man. It's just so much fun, and it's such a blessing to be a part of our industry. Although we're suffering right now with the COVID, but we're on our way back. We're on our way back to it. You know what I mean? But I enjoy it. Enjoy writing songs. Enjoy being clever with the lyrics. I love it. Yeah.
Definitely. And creativity is one of the things where your strong point is as an artist, and we heal you up and bless you up for that. So
yeah.
With that said, more you just yell up some of your ballet them from Belize.
You know, that's the thing. My ballet is right here next to me, Prince Jamani.
Aye.
That's and my manager Siege. I of course big up Siege, Shelly B. That's my best friend. I really, that's it.
Yeah.
Listen to me. My manager, that's a running joke we have. When we start listing people, she'll be like, that's it, you know, 3 people. That's all you have, you know.
So that is your community then, in a sense.
Yeah. But listen, our musical community is worldwide. Enough love to everybody. If it's about, you know, my circle, you know, that was it right there. So, and big up to the rest of the world and everything. I was actually writing a record before we got on this interview, you know. So I want people to definitely follow my page, which is I Am LOVA Boy on Facebook. And son, what are I almost said MySpace. That's how old I am, right?
That's how you started on MySpace, so brother.
Yeah.
Him don't know nothing about that.
Yeah. Instagram is I Am LOVA Boy. Just follow me. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's LOVA Boy Entertainment. We need you guys. I'm an artist. I go straight to the people. So we don't have no middleman between me and the fans. So it's just us. I need you guys to follow the thing. Listen to me. The Take It Down challenge is going crazy right now. We need everybody to log in and, send in the challenge. If you go to my page on Instagram and Facebook, you'll see all kind of people doing the Take It Down challenge. Remember I tell you I was writing a record, right? After Take It Down, we got some new stuff, and then I'm gonna release this new record I have called 4 Cups, right?
4 Cups.
Yeah, 4 Cup.
Okay.
Right? You say, okay, you wanna know which direction, where I going with this 4 Cup, right?
Well, I'm thinking about it, but I don't know which way to approach it.
Let me tell you, it come to me because I'm in Miami and I'm watching the vibe just there. You know what I mean? So it's not 1 cup or 2. Listen to me how it go, right? Real quick. Well, me friend give me 1 cup, that I don't see warm up. Then they bring another cup, I'll know what the prime up. I'll when I get 3 cup, and then I catch hiccup. Tonight I want 4 cup, I got to get 4 cup. Tonight I want 4 cup, I got to get 4 cup. And then that's when I gonna the bar again. Fi 1 more wrong, fi me and all of me friend. And then that's when I gonna the bar again. Fi 1 more wrong, fi me and all of me friend. I get 4 cup, I get 4 cup, I get 4 cup, I get. Anyway, yeah, boom.
Right, that's all right. That's how it stopped, my brother.
Yes.
4
Yeah,
cups.
yes,
We can't wait for it. We need 2 more and to carry 4 cups to the boss. How that's gonna work?
Yeah, you can't get 1 cup or 2 cup or 3 cup. You know what you gotta get?
4 cups.
4 cup.
Right, that's a 4 cup.
Yeah.
Alright, so I have a thing we want to touch upon where it come to a couple of your songs them.
Yes.
Where me do a little research and look at forensic on the music. Me hear a song named Boybe. Tell me if me say it right.
Bobe, yeah.
Cause that song in the Garifuna language.
Yes, Bobe.
There you go. So
Yeah.
it's in the Garifuna language.
Yes.
And we talk about the fact that we don't need to know the words of a song and understand the language, because what I feel from it was
Yes.
the rhythm,
Yes.
the Garifuna drums, the language.
Yes.
And
yes.
you mentioned something about Nane and Kojo. What was the reference? Those are freedom fighters for our people. So based on what me hear, tell me if me up on the right track. What the message of the song?
You know, people of the African diaspora, we know the fight that we have from the beginning of time. Right? So Bobe is a record of endearment. It's a record of strength. It's a record. It's saying, beat your chest and fight. You understand me? It's saying, even when things are split up for you, you pick up the pieces and then you keep it pushing. You understand me? So you are on the right track in terms of like where we're going with that music. That's why you feel the drums, because that's what drives our spirit. It drives us.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when I touch on Sweet Belize and dig a little deeper, I hear a line I mention Fried Jack and Mint Tea.
Yeah. No, Fried Jack. Listen to me. Fried Jack and Fever Grass tea.
Yeah. Talk to me now, man.
Tell me something. Where you from? You drink Fever Grass tea? They drink Fever Grass tea there too?
Then a fried dumpling we call Fried Jack
All right,
and
good.
the same Fever Grass
good.
tea.
All right, good. Okay, good.
So,
Yo.
where you think me relate to it?
Okay,
Go on,
good.
the rest of the people them for know go on.
Listen
so
to
tell them.
me. That's the recipe, yo. That's the ultimate breakfast. You understand me? The Fever Grass strengthen you. You know what I mean? The Fried Jack strengthen you more. Except, I can't eat it right now. You keep messing with me with this food thing, man. I can't do this right now, man. I can't do this food thing, man.
This is not for me, it's for the rest of the world. I want to hear from you, lover boy.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Yeah,
I know me I do this to you. I never know you change your lifestyle,
Yeah.
brother, man.
Yeah, but look, so those things, man, it's back to memories, man. Remember, even though we come from poor country, I remember everybody eating. It's when I come to a rich country that I see certain people don't eat it. You understand me? So it's very deep.
It don't make no sense.
Make no sense. Where I come from the poorest place. First of all, I come from one of the poorest places, and I saw way more smile, way more laugh, way more laughter, way more jovial spirit. When I come out here, it's just a chase. You chase this check to pay this bill, then right back to chase the next one. it's like it's dead sometimes. But don't send us home. We still like it here. We still want to stay a little.
Yeah. Oh no. Well. It's the part of a journey.
Yeah.
It's the part of a journey, my friend.
Yeah.
Another piece of the song where it says, "You teach me the thing I need for learn up in a life."
Yes.
If that is not a lesson, I don't know what else in this song where talk about
And it's just growing
where
up.
your warm country.
Yeah, and you could relate to that just as well. Just growing up somewhere, just the lessons you learn, how to fight in more than one ways. You understand me? How to let nobody, how to, walk with your chest out and your head high. You understand me? Being in situations where it's like you're poor, so you have to make it. You understand me? So you learn how to put your pride aside. Belize teach me so many things. First of all, show me that there's potential in music. I learned that growing up in Belize.
Very well.
So when you grow up in countries like that, you learn how to fight in more than one ways. You learn how to stand up and fight.
Yep. As a fighter, you have fight the fight and still here standing. So we know that
Give thanks.
everybody will fight and tough have a softer side.
Yes, sir.
So there was a song named "Pay Attention." And it is the softer side of Mr. Lover.
Yes.
Boy, so it featured two of Belize queens, Tanya Carter and Tasia Woods. How that come about, and we know that must have been a big deal for you to go deep and soft, and it's an uplifting song.
Yeah, so
and I feel the Punta jump.
Yo, I don't exaggerate when I say I love this interview. You know what you're doing, King. Big up yourself for real.
Give thanks.
Yes, this record was so important to me, man. So Tasia Woods is my sister, and she is a master vocalist, and Tanya Carter is a very talented Belizean recording artist, right? So this record, I wrote this record, and I was talking directly to Prince Jamani, to my son. This is what I would call a coming of age record. When the youth get to a certain the age when he's second guessing himself, right? We all been there. You're trying to figure out which direction you're gonna go in life. Usually happen maybe wrong preteen, teenage time, trying to figure out how you're gonna be. This record was a message to tell my son, do not second guess yourself, do not doubt yourself, stand up, you're a prince, you could do this. So everything I was saying was talking directly to him. And if you pay attention to the video, the concept was he morphed into me and I morphed into him while we're both looking in the mirror. You understand me?
Well, what's in your brain, no one can. I hear a song, no one can do it.
Yes. No.
What's in your brain, no one can take that away.
Take it away. Okay, good. I remember it now.
There you go. No. There you go, my brother. See, you put me on the spot now. I'm trying to put you back on the spot.
No, it's good. No, it's good. I need this.
I know that you don't know all the words until you have the rhythm behind it. So
I need this. Yo, sometimes, let me tell you the best trick in the world. Like I don't remember all my songs. To be honest, it's too much.
Nobody does.
Sometimes you just give the crowd. Thankfully, the crowd know the part, so you don't know it, and you just
hand over the mic to them.
And then see you say, "Oh, all right, good." Yeah,
you catch it back right there, sir.
Yeah, but now I kind of remember it now. That what I mean. I know what the record meant, and I know that it is a record that I did for my son, and he was able to take that lesson and do what he does with it. But yeah,
man, I love that. I'm saying I do a little forensic research and dig deeper into the music. So because I pay attention to the music and the words, and like I said, that statement, right?
Yes, sir.
Right there was one that my granny always say, same way.
Yes.
Whatever in between the ears, nobody can take that from you. So get the thing in the brain right.
Yeah, because I said that you can always take my bling, I can always lose my fame, but the knowledge in my brain, nobody can take that away.
Wow.
Don't forget where you come from.
Hey.
Always give back when you can, because in the longer run, what goes up must come down. Yeah. Those are the lyrics.
Talk the truth, no man.
Real.
Talk the truth, no man. See the line there?
Real.
Everybody in the world right now, tap and stick a pin and listen to that verse from Lover Boy and take the motivation. Same when pass it on to him son. It's a coming of age song.
Yes.
Where him that talk to him youth. So when you get to a point in life, do not second guess yourself.
Yeah.
So this is a song about self-love and self-confidence.
Especially for us, I don't mean to cut you off, but especially for us as black men that up against the tough image and up against all the simpleness that they project onto us, and then we in turn internalize that. You understand me? And that's not how I raised my kid. I don't believe in all of that. Of course, you have to have a certain level of self-defense and all that stuff, but that's different from being a brick. We're not bricks. We could live with love. You understand me?
And we have feelings.
Yes.
That is the truth.
When a young boy have feelings, we a lot of time, especially old days, they discourage it. But that's not what we're doing, you know.
We're teaching youth them to tap into their emotions.
Yeah.
And with emotions come compassion, and them will be a more loving set of youth
Yes.
going forward than
And-
that thing that them try to teach us to be
Yes.
bricks.
Yeah, and-
a couple generations ago.
Yes, and it breeds and strengthens your creativity, by the way. Emotion is what makes you creative, which it could lead to a solid income. So it makes sense.
That's correct.
You understand me? Yeah.
That sounds like a positive way for raise a youth
Yes, sir.
going forward. So tell the audience the best thing about Belize. What makes your country unique, my brother?
LOVA, boy. No, I'm just kidding.
That need to go on a stamp.
Yeah, real. No, the best thing about Belize is, you know, the people that it produces a lot of resilient people. It produces a lot of resilient people, people that are up against a challenge, but they go for it. So that's the best thing about Belize, besides the fried jack. You understand me?
Aye.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Yeah, I'm definitely proud to be a Belizean. I couldn't see it any other way, you know? Definitely.
Yes, my brother. So bless up yourself.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
thank you for link up with me on Reasoning with Jamaican Dougz. And tell me this.
Yes.
We talk about all of the places where you can find your music.
Mm-hmm.
You give me a little thing about new music.
Yes.
Is there anything else that you need to share with your audience that I didn't ask you about?
Well, this was a very thorough interview. I love it. I really, really, really love it. I mean it. You know, we're in Miami today. Tomorrow we in Los Angeles, and then we're in New Orleans. Some other day. I can't remember the dates, but I would say just log on to my page to get all the information. Write me, ask me anything. You understand me? Definitely look forward to new music. More music is coming. We're not going to always give you easily digestible material, but we're going to give you material that you're going to relate to in any direction. No dirt.
Well, right, that's how it's stopping us, sir.
And hold on.
We were here with
Listen.
the Prince of Belize.
Listen.
God Pitney himself.
Yes, sir.
What am I for say?
It is I, LOVA. Boy, I want to make everybody know that I just have the greatest interview of my life right here, right now on Reasoning with Jamaican Dougz. Yes, sir.
Say no more. Thank you, Mr. Loverboy, for stopping by and the world at large. Stay tuned and you are going to be having the time of your life reconnecting with Mr. Loverboy, Belize son, the Prince. And we thank you again and have a great day wherever you are in the world. Remember, stay true to yourself and love is everything. Have a blessed and wonderful day, night or morning. We're out.
Belize. Me not think I'm ready for that one. Are you ready? No, sir, me not think I'm ready. Hear me, son, man. That one a hot. That one a shot. That one a mad. Lover boy! Hear me, son, man. That one a bang on the door. That one a wicked. That one a up. Hear me, son, man. Ready, ready. And when 6 o'clock in the morning. Let's go. Temperature rise, your body calling. Girl, you shoulda take the warning. Serious, and no laughing. I will take you down, take you down, girl. Take it down.
Jesus Christ, lover boy. This one is so wicked. People make I tell you something. The Prince of Belize come back.